Now this is what you get when a complete numpty drives a bus. I just reversed into this and it sank again. And I've tried to get it out, but I've made it worse. That is proper well down. Any lower, my skirts are now on the mud, all in the front. But it's not all lost. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Well, morning YouTubers. Well, I say morning, it's what day is it today?
It's Saturday.
Saturday, and
it's afternoon.
Saturday afternoon. If you look at the weather, it's absolutely diabolical. Right, update this week. But before we do an update, I'm gonna put I'm gonna apologise because of last week's video. On Sunday morning when Kerry saw the video, she chased me around the garden with a bit of 4x2 because she wasn't happy about it. So I'm going to apologise. And not only that, my neighbour came out because they've been watching these videos, and she said, if you don't apologise, you'll have me knocking at your door and giving you what for. So I'm going to apologise. I'm apologising, but really, it wasn't my fault. It was Graham's fault.
And I'm not.
And you're not prepared to apologise, are you?
No.
You're not prepared to take them little pink knickers off and man up
No.
and apologise. You're not, are you?
No.
Right, okay.
Never apologise, that's my motto.
Right, okay. Well, I'm apologising. And you know when Graham and I do these videos, it's just banter. You will all get to meet Kerry. She will sit down at the end of all of this, and she will probably
rip us to bits.
She'll rip us to bits. She'll make you all aware of the non-factual whatever. Anyway, so I'm holding my hands up, and I'm
yeah, come on, that's enough of that.
You know, all right, I've apologised. So. Right, this week, well, the week started off, the weather's been up and down, so I haven't really got a lot done this week. Kerry had a eureka moment. She said, I've had a great idea for our pull-out bed. I went, right, great. So she showed me what she wanted to be done. She said, I just need to pop and go and get some stuff from shops. And when she went off to shops, by the time she got back, I'd got started on it.
By the time we went to shop, we got started on it.
By the time I went to shop, I got started on it. And when I got back, she came in, looked at it, and she said, I didn't want it doing that way. She went, do you wear them glasses just for fashion? Or do you really need them? And some people say that, you know, they do wear glasses for fashion, but I don't. I actually need them. Okay. So anyway, she booted me out. She went, I'll do it. And credit to the lass, she spent 3 days in this van. She sacked me for 3 days, okay? And when I came in, she created our pull-out settee bed, as you can see.
And this is slightly different, isn't it? I haven't seen one like this.
No.
Unless anybody... Usually people use the lats, and they've got lats in between lats, and they pull the bed out, which is the way they do it.
Yeah, yeah. But the eureka moment she had was, the plan was, she's got a phone, she's got a telephone, and what created it is when she lifts this thing up, it concertinas, and that gave her the idea. And when she showed me, I went, God, that's a great idea, and it'll work. And the plan was that this piece of wood here was going to get cut in half, and it was going to get a piano hinge right along it. There was going to be a piano hinge here and a piano hinge here, so that when you pull this bed out, the whole thing just folded down flat.
Yeah. Yeah.
After Kerry had built it, she said, to be honest with you, I really don't think we need to do it that way. So we've now decided that this piece here is going to get covered with upholstery and obviously sponge. And then there's going to be a sponge backing along the back of here. As you can see, Kerry's done all of this. Can you see this on camera?
Yeah.
Kerry's done all of this, right? And I'm gonna show you what happens. So it all pulls out. Can you just pull that end up?
Yeah.
So it all pulls out like so, and then this piece will then go across here, and it comes in there, and that then forms double
the bed.
Okay.
There's one thing I don't understand though, because if you're going to have sponge on this bit here,
Yeah.
and you're having sponge on that bit there,
Yeah.
are you going to have one seat on top of another, or is that going to be the backrest?
No. This is going to be the front part. This part here will be the front part. Yeah. And it'll come up to wherever, and then the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, which is going to go along the back.
Will be a sponge covered. Will go along the back. So when it all comes up to it, this part will butt up to it. Are you with me? And then there'll be a separate one that'll go underneath of this to form the additional bedding. Are you with me?
I still don't really understand, because
You'll see it when it's when
you're going to have a board, like a board of sponge bed somewhere, aren't you? Store it.
No, because it's just going to be sponge. It's not going to be board. The only one that's going to get boarded is this one.
Right.
Not this one. This one.
Okay.
This is the only one that's going to have board underneath it. The rest are going to be upholstery without board on them.
Right, I'm with you now, yeah.
Do you understand that?
So you're going to carry a roll of sponge around?
No. Why are we carrying a roll of sponge around?
I'm just going to leave it where I don't understand how you're doing it.
Do you want me to get a pen and paper out?
No.
Do you want to borrow my glasses?
No.
It'll make you more intelligent. You'll understand it more.
I just don't understand that if you're not putting sponge on this and this is sliding out, then what's going to cover this?
What's going to cover this?
Yeah.
Sponge. Right, I'll explain it again. Right, this one here will get covered with a sponge mattress and covered with upholstery.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
Right, so when the bed is in position, like so, like that, are you with me? That comes up to here. That sits there. And that's your settee. Okay? Then there will be another sponge without board on it.
Yeah, what just goes along the
which
back?
Which goes right along the back here.
Right.
Okay? And then there will be another one arm there and one arm here sponge.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
So when the bed comes out, this lot comes off. This one goes to the back like you've just seen it. Are you with me?
Yeah.
And then the others, the others
will fill the gap.
Will fill the gap.
Right.
Are you with me? And then you've got your double bed.
Yeah.
Nigh on a double bed actually. Not far off being a double bed actually, but the length's there. And as you can see, when you can you film how she's done it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is all done like that. And when you pull it out like that, I can now get access. Are you with me? Let me show you the access. This is what we got. We go back to the earlier videos. If I have a problem with my dieselator, I can now get to it. That's a cooler box which is going to get plugged in, and that's going to be an extra cooler box if we need it. The plan is I'm going to get some. I am going to use this stuff. I'm going to use that more flexier.
Yeah.
And I'm going to run a pipe off along, so there'll be a warm air vent coming out at that end, and a warm air vent coming out at this end.
Right.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
So that's what Kerry's done this week, and credit to her because I haven't done this. Kerry's done this.
She actually screwed the screws in.
Kerry has screwed the screws in. Kerry has cut all the wood. Kerry has done this. Alright? I've had nothing to do with this. I was sacked for 3 days. 3 days she sacked me for. Okay?
Oh, it must have been a nice 3 days off.
So I spent 3 days in front of my TV watching films. I had my log burner on the go. But I've got to be honest with you, it was the most miserablest 3 days I've had for a long time because I was bored out of my tiny mind. Okay?
Yeah.
So credit to Kerry.
Look at the wood across there, look, that's all that pattern.
Kerry's done all of this.
It's quite nice.
She's done a good job of it. Credit to her. But anyway, that's enough credit for Kerry.
It's far too much. What's tell us about this then.
Oh, this is
another little add-on.
This is Kerry's other idea. I'm awaiting some pull-out what do they call them, doodads?
Handles.
Hinges. This is going to be a pull-out bar. Can you see it?
Can
you see that?
Yeah.
That's Kerry's pull-out bar. That's she. Jaeger, gin. It's going to be. Oh, there's whiskey in there. We was thinking about a bottle of Jack Daniels.
You should really.
We was thinking about it.
Apart from it's square Jack Daniels, so it probably wouldn't go in there.
Well, but we was thinking about it, and then we thought, hang on a minute, but the only person that drinks Jack Daniels is you. So we thought, best not. So that went out the window. So this will eventually slide in there. Like,
are you going to have that on runners as well?
That's going on runners, so that'll slide in and slide out. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Pretty similar to the other door at the other side.
Yeah,
Are you with me?
we've seen that.
So, yeah, I've managed, I was allowed back in yesterday. So I came in yesterday and I would have got a lot more done. The reason why I was sacked as well is because I was waiting for my wood yard to turn up. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'd ordered some more of this wood, but it didn't arrive well yesterday.
Yeah.
So it delayed me doing anything really. So anyway, it turned up yesterday. We've got it. So I managed to get all this back end done now.
Can I have a look at that?
You can have a look at that in a minute, okay? So all the back end's done. You can see that in a second. I'm now awaiting some John Guest. Am I allowed to name drop?
Yeah.
Right.
He might give you some for free if you're lucky.
I'm awaiting some John Guest pipe fittings and a bit of piping so that I can finish off my plumbing. If you want to come round here, I'll give you a breakdown on my plumbing because I know a lot of. Didn't we have to give a shout out to somebody?
Yeah. How we do the pumps and it was on how I do my pumps on the to bring in the river water.
Right. Okay.
I will explain that, but I can't do it in this video because my river water thing isn't.
Well, I'll
try and
do it. I'll try and do it with this. Right. So what we've got under here is 2 Sure Flow water pumps. Yeah. Okay. One of these pumps. Which one is it?
Stuck your head in the way.
Sorry. This pump here is going to our fresh water tank, which is the biggest tank of the 2 tanks that we have, and that one there will feed our fresh water to our cold water supply tap in our sink. Okay. Yeah. And that's it. That's all that tank does is feed the fresh one tap.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a cold water supply to that tap there.
Yeah.
Then I have another pump, exactly the same pump, which comes from my other tank, which is a slightly smaller tank. Now this tank can be filled with fresh water or it can be filled with river water, which is what you've got, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, because it's only going to be used for the hot water supply, it then this pump here will draw that water from that tank. It will then come out of here. It will then go up into the Truma water heater. Before it hits the cold water inlet of the Truma water heater, it will be teed off in 2 places. I'm waiting for some T junctions. One of the T junctions will feed the cold water supply to the tap in the sink in the bathroom, okay? The other cold water tee-off will feed the cold water supply for the shower.
Yeah.
You got that?
Yeah.
It then, once it's gone into the truma, it gets heated up. Now this can be used on for those that are not familiar with it, can be run on gas or 240 volt. My intention is to run it on gas. If I'm on hookup on a campsite, I will use 240, but I certainly won't be using 240 off my solar panels, because as you all know, well, I'm assuming you all know, when you start using the heating elements from your battery, it really does it. Yeah. It hammers it, doesn't it? So the hot water then comes out. It will then get teed off to the hot water supply on the sink, and it will get teed off to the hot water supply
in the shower.
And then it will continue to the hot water supply in this one. Are you with me?
Right.
Simple.
Yeah.
Simple. Okay. I will show you it all when the pipes arrive.
Yeah, when the pipes arrive, we will go through this again.
I'll go through it all again with you. It isn't hard.
No.
It isn't hard.
And when I get my pump actually fitted, there's a couple of holes I need to drill, and I will then show you. I will explain it, even if I have to go near a river. There is a little stream near here. I will actually show you how I pump the water out of the river into my tank for my river tank. I think that's what we got asked to do, and it was about pulling it from the river.
Yeah, yeah.
I can do it. It is working, and I have done it. I did it at Christmas when we was in the Lake District. I was showering every day in river water. So basically, I know it does work, and that was just a test run on it.
Yeah.
Now I've built a proper little box. It's only an ammo box with a pump in.
Yeah.
I just take it outside near the river, connect it up, and that just pumps on a 12 lead, on a 12 volt extension lead to run the pump.
Yeah.
It's all done, and it's in the making.
It just fills that tank, doesn't it?
It just
Your
fills.
pump just fills that tank.
It just fills the tank.
And then you can have a shower all day if you want, as long as that water's coming into your tank.
As long as the water's coming in, it means you can use it for as long as you want.
But then again, if you're on a campsite, you can.
Well, you don't need it on a campsite.
No. What I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I know you wouldn't need it because you can use their showers.
Use their showers.
But you can certainly use fresh water in it. You don't have to use.
Oh no, you don't. You don't have to use river water.
I
can use fresh water. I can use river water.
So if you're going off grid, you've got both options.
You've got both options. Yeah. I mean, even if you got a filter, I'm thinking of a filter system where it will actually clean the river water good enough to drink through.
Well, I wouldn't do that, but
you don't know. You know, if you're
out in the desert,
if you're in a desert and it's the only oasis,
you've run out of water and it's the only oasis, and you haven't bogged yourself down again.
Yeah.
Because you've had a bit of a difficult day.
Yeah, I've had a very difficult day this morning. 8:30, I'm digging my van out.
Well, I'm sure you're going to show that video.
I'm going to show that.
Are you not going to show it? Are you not going to, in case people laugh at you and call you an utter imbecile for
I didn't really film anymore because the JCB come and just pulled it out, and that was about as exciting as it got.
You was lucky.
I was very lucky, yeah.
So that's what we've managed to get done this week. Like I say, all credit to Kerry and pull-out bed, absolutely stunning, well happy with it, as is she, so credit to Kerry. And like I say, hopefully next week, I'm waiting for some pipe work to arrive. Hopefully I'll get this plumbed in. I can't test it yet because I've got other things to do. I want to make sure that all the gas is tested off and signed off before I switch this truma on. So, and I can't do that until I've been and got some gas put into my LPG tank. So, but it'll all come together, and we'll show it all in the end. So next week's projects are, weather permitting, I want to get back outside and crack on with outside, is what I want to.
Yeah, because we're really now, once you've done this plumbing, you're at a point where...
I'm at a point where Kerry's kicking.
Kerry's just going to do the deconditioning, isn't she?
Yeah,
so
yeah, we're going out next week and hopefully getting some materials to try and crack on with the shower. Once I'm redundant in here, I'm outside and I've got things to finish off outside. Like I say, I've got to get on with the bonnet, and for those that were interested, I will show. Hopefully, if Graham's here, I'll
I will be now.
Well, if you're here, then you can film me cutting that. I had the same problem with the Renault traffic van. It kept killing me diesel injectors off, and the problem is that there's a seal underneath a plate along the window, and it goes, and once it goes, the water gets down and it drips down onto your cylinder head, and it kills your injectors off.
Right.
I mean, I spent hundreds of pounds before I figured out what it was, and I had it rectified, and I've never had a problem with it since. Touch wood. So yeah, I mean, all being well, the weather's going to improve, and hopefully I'll get outside and get a bit more done outside.
You see, the problem is now we're coming to the finishing touches on the van, which is always a long, laborious thing, innit? It's you've got to run about for this, or you need that, or you need a bit of lano for this and that.
Well, here's a question. I mean, I rang up Mercedes on Monday because I've ordered some new front. I'd already ordered, which I've got, is 2 new rear wheel arches, and I ordered 2 front ones. Not expensive, 20, I think it was £23 plus VAT or whatever. Didn't find them expensive. Although apparently there's a back. They can get me the right hand side one, the driver's side one, but they can't get me the offside one because apparently there's such a demand for them. Why, I don't know. So I've got that on order. So when that's going to turn up, I don't know. I'm hoping it's going to turn up in the next week or 2. You know.
Did he give you any idea when?
No. And there's the other thing, you know, £23 for the wheel arch, but yet the
windscreen washer jets.
The windscreen washer jets are £40 plus VAT. They're that big.
Yeah, I'd be using something else.
Well, I've decided to just get a bucket of water and get one of the kids on the roof, and if it
with a squeegee.
No, well, you just with a hose pipe, you know, and just sort of like squeezing it on.
Yeah, that's disgusting. That for watering jets, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I need some, but I'll just use some up a different make, drill a hole in the bonnet, and go from there.
Well, I can do that.
I won't pay 40 odd quid.
Well,
just principle.
I mean, I got a couple offline. I'm allowed to say eBay.
Yeah, of course you are. Why
well, I got
a
couple off eBay for £6. When I looked on eBay, it said fits Mercedes Vario, but when they arrived, they didn't. So I
they maybe did, but there's a lot of variance in the models, isn't they?
Well, I wouldn't have thought.
I mean, well, your washers was in your front, weren't they?
Yeah, and yours are on.
My washers are on the actual windscreen wiper.
Yeah,
they're jet from there.
Yeah.
And they're crap.
Are they?
Yeah, they're not very good.
Right.
You tend to get a streak across the. It takes a while to get the full windscreen wiper full of water, and that's the problem.
Yeah. Whereas
usually they just squirt up from the bonnet, don't they, onto the windscreen.
How many times have you been bogged down anyway?
That's the third
time you've actually grounded your van.
Yeah.
Have you not learnt anything yet?
This morning was just unfortunate. I just reversed. I had a place to reverse to, but.
And was the first time not unfortunate?
What?
Was the first time and the second
First time was because if the ground hadn't have been so soft, I wouldn't have sunk in it. So that's
the second time was unfortunate.
And
as
the
well.
second time, Mark turned round on the same bit of ground and he had no problem.
Yeah, but he was a lighter van though.
But he was a lighter van. But then when I went on, it was I just sunk in it. None of these occasions have been my fault.
None of them?
No, it's all down to the people not putting ground.
It's not to do with driver error.
No. And this morning, it was very It was very unfortunate this morning because it was just one of them things. If I'd have stayed a couple of foot more to the right, it would have been fine.
Now, who's on last week's comments? Did we have to give a shout out to somebody's grandparent?
Oh yeah, Rebecca.
Is
it Rebecca's grandma and granddad?
Yeah.
I missed her last week. I said hello to her, but in the comments, and unfortunately, they'd gone out. Right. So. Hello to Rebecca's grandma and granddad. Yeah.
So that's about it really this week, isn't it?
That is about it, yeah. Because
I saw this. I know you said that you was turning up on Tuesday this week.
Yeah, I got
week
busy.
Just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you didn't turn up till Friday.
I was busy though.
So on camera, what day will you be turning up next week to give me an hand?
I'm here now. I'm not going anywhere now. That's
So,
it. I'm not
Monday?
going anywhere. My next trip will be the next month when you're supposed to be going away.
Right. Okay.
So my next trip is my next time I'm going away. It'll be the 8th.
Right.
But I do have to go across the bridge tomorrow just to see somebody.
No, it's Sunday tomorrow.
Is it Sunday tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Monday. Oh yeah, because this video hasn't gone out, has it? No, so yeah, Monday. It'll be Monday when I have to go across the bridge to see somebody.
So,
Tuesday.
So I'll see you on Tuesday then.
Yeah.
Is that a definite Tuesday? Because you said Tuesday.
I'm coming back Tuesday. I'm not staying there.
Right. Okay.
It's only I only want to pop and see someone.
So I've done my apologies. We've done our credits.
Yeah, not doing them all again.
But,
I don't
that'll
like.
probably be the last time.
I never ever apologise. Why is that loose?
Because it ain't finished yet.
What's that going to be then when it's all at home?
It's a work surface, but I'm waiting to get the hinges. You know, the pull out hinges on it before I clamp it all down. Are you with me?
I suppose.
Do you want to show the back end?
I'll show this back end. Look at that now. The roof is done. It looks really nice, that, actually. I have seen it on a couple of other vans now, funny enough, on Instagram. I've noticed. But yeah, it does look good. I like that. It's different, and I like that. I like different. For the plumbing issues, we will go through that. You're hoping to get them plant parts in the next few days, aren't you?
They're on order. They're on order, so there should be, would be possibly no later than midweek, I believe. Although some arrived today.
Did they?
Yeah.
You might get the rest. They might be coming from different depots or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we'll get more into this bed.
You'll see it.
It probably will be good.
It's,
I just can't get my head round it.
well, maybe it's just far too complicated for you, Graham. Because, you know, I can understand a lot of things that just go straight over your head, don't they?
Yeah, I don't really listen sometimes because you do get a bit boring after a bit. And that's we will go through the plumbing on that and working out the truma. We'll get that done.
Yeah.
I know somebody asked about it, so I will explain this fully. The reason we don't put full how to do videos out is because the tenner penny.
I'll tell you why. It's because you're only here a couple of days a week.
Yeah.
And by the time Graham gets here,
it's done.
Lots of the things have been done, and I ain't got time to spend videoing everything I do
on different angles. It is a nightmare.
Plenty, like I said, there's plenty of videos out there of people that are doing it.
But we will go through it.
We will go through it.
I will go through it, and we'll go through the LPG, and I will do the electrics video, and I'll put it out. Even though the interest on a 24 volt does seem to be a bit not really interested, it's because most people's vans are 12 volt, so. They're not really interested. It's the same, but it's
12 volt, 24 volt.
It's complicating things for people who just don't understand it. So yeah, that's it for this one. I'm glad you have joined us. Thank you for joining us every week. Thank you for the comments. Please keep them coming. You'll notice that the video last week did a lot better. That's all because of thumbs up and comments.
And if Graham does put the video out of him where he's bogged himself down today,
I'm just going to put a bit on.
You're not going to do the full?
I ain't got a full video. I was too busy digging and I didn't want to get my cat. If you saw the state of me.
Well, I saw the state of your boots.
I was covered in mud this morning. You couldn't have got stuck in a worse place.
There you go.
But there you go. Yeah. I was knee deep in mud, so I didn't want to take a camera out and ruin the camera. So that's it for this week. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. We should have that plumbing, hopefully, if it turns up.
That's
we will go more into the bed, and next week you'll start to see the finishing touches. Not them all though, because I want you to watch the full van tour at the end. So thanks for watching.
Things will start slowing. Yeah.
Because we don't want to show we've got a great plan for the van tour on this.
Yeah.
And it is going to take a lot of work to get it done, but I've got a great plan for it.
Yeah.
So we will show the full van tour and then we'll put that out. So thanks for watching. Please comment and please give it a thumbs up. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.